All right, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Let's hope this is working. It took me 30 damn minutes just to get to this point. So let's hope everything is working. Oh, I forgot to put on the special feature that makes me look cuter than I actually am. Look at all the blemishes. Look at all the weird lighting. Hey, that's welcome to Mikey's world. We're all blessed to be here today. So hopefully we all have a good day of hanging out, chilling out. I'm going to tell y'all some stories about what happened to me this past couple weeks. Tell you some birthday blues, because that's right, I just celebrated a birthday. 50 years old. I'm 50. 50 years old. Fuck. Can you believe it? But thank you for the blessings to be alive in this crazy world. I'm going to tell you, per my last Mikey's World Hangout podcast, I'm going to tell you what happened at the end of that episode, even though it's about 2 weeks ago. I'm going to tell you the story of what happened at the end of last week's or 2 weeks ago's Mikey's World, where I had to hang up the live stream because I was ordering food and it became a nightmare. Yeah. Cost me thousands of dollars that I didn't have. Not thousands, maybe 1,000. We'll explain that in a little bit. Plus, I had a decent day yesterday, so I decided to watch Zero Day. We'll talk a little bit about that and some of the TV shows and films I've watched in my depressive month that doesn't seem to want to go away. And, like always, I'm probably going to give TMI, talk some other stories, answer some questions and answers. It's going to be a beautiful, blessed Sunday. That's what we're going to try to do. We're alive. We're here. So we're going to enjoy each other's company as best as possible. But first, let's get the bullshit out of the way. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. If you will, consider becoming a member of this channel for early, exclusive content, future live streams for members only. And it helps support me with a couple of bucks, and it just pays my damn California bills. Also, I have merchandise available. It's not the greatest, not the best. It's better looking than this messed up t-shirt. But hey, it says 1984. That's a whole Matrix theme. George Orwell. But I got merchandise available, some autographed pictures, and everything comes with a special gift when it's shipped to you. And there's some pretty good, decent t-shirts of designs on there. If you guys feel like supporting me in another way, I appreciate that. There's also donation portals below in the chat room, in the description, whether it be on Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. And I will react to it live and give everybody thanks if they're able to do it that way. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, I need to buy some damn food. Think I came up with enough money to pay my rent this next month. But I ain't got a lot of food going on. We'll talk about that Instacart nightmare in a little bit. But hey, if you guys feel like supporting and donating, I appreciate it. And every donation and support of over $10 will come with an autograph somehow. I will hit you up on DMs or through the Cash Apps or the Venmos or the PayPals and try to send you something. So that being said, let me just quickly thank for my last birthday stream. Let me thank some people that sent me birthday gifts of support. And I really, really have to. So I have to say thank you to these people. Let's hopefully I can get it up here and see what's going on to give them the props for supporting me. And because I don't know if I did it online live. All right, how do we check all these things? I am so new to all this Cash App and stuff. All right, so Paul AG sent me some money for a birthday gift and a donation and support. Paul AG, I love you, brother. Emmanuel on Cash App. We are now friends. Travis sent me money as well, saying happy birthday. Eric Glenn sent me some money as well, saying happy birthday. Thank you guys for the blessings and the gifts and the support and the donations. And I don't know what else to say except you guys are fucking amazing. I am really living in a time of need, unfortunately, probably of my own making, but it could be health or otherwise. But I am really, really in a black hole, and I don't see no light, but you guys are my light. Ryan Sholay with a gift on Venmo. Thank you very much. Alfred Balderas, Alondra Pardo, Chelsea Colvin, Collector's Conquest, Fabian Ojeda, Monica Harris. Thank you so much for the support. Ando Mark Johnson about a month ago as well. There might be some people I'm missing through PayPal. You guys enabled me to probably pay my rent this next month. That is so scary, right? To live in a world where like you have to like get support from people. It's fucking scary. Well, I'm kind of entertaining, so maybe it's called a job. But Brent Oberlin as well. Brent Mania, you guys know him from my channel. Such an amazing dude. All right, I think that's it for now. All right. Thanks, guys, for putting up with that. I appreciate it. We have a super chat goal on today's show. I think it's 20 super chats of $2 or more, or $1 or more, whatever the colors are. And if we do meet it, I will play Truth or Dare with you all for 5 minutes. And I will do the dares within a reason. So Truth or Dare, you can ask me some crazy questions if we meet the super chat goal. And all around the goal is $50. So if we meet the super chat goal or through Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, $50 for today's show would help me to play Truth or Dare with you all for 5 minutes. And I'm afraid to do that because y'all are some crazy dudes and people, and give me some crazy dares or truth, and I can't do them all. This ain't a webcam show with girls. Y'all like my football cup? You like my football cup? Hut, hike. Hut, hike. I'm drinking chai latte, ice cold chai latte. I made it the other day, put it in the freezer to get cold. So it's chai latte. Has a little bit of caffeine. I shouldn't be drinking caffeine with my health issues. But sometimes it's the only thing that gives me a little boop. Or poop? Not poop. A little pep. Not poop, pep. But it meshes with my anxiety, my heart. I have heart issues, so caffeine and all that's not good. So trying not to drink too much of it. All right, let me see who's online. Let me get a ticker going. So you guys can see my Instagram, PayPal's, Cash Apps. If you guys feel like supporting and helping, I appreciate it. But maybe every 20 minutes I'll remind people that, hey, I'm struggling. Help me pay my bills. Hopefully this is entertaining and I'm worth it. All right, let's say hello to everybody. And what a blessing. We got 25 people live. That's pretty cool. What a blessing. What a blessing to say hello. Corn Dish is online. He's like, yo. He's a piece of corn from the Dabbleverse. They got like a potato with eyeballs. They got a piece of corn. They got, who else? I don't know. They got like an orange. Some weird dudes. Some weird peoples. But, you know, they're just trying to have fun in their own way. I don't agree with it all the time. Personal attacks and, man, infighting. It's like inbreeding, the Dabbleverse. The Dabbleverse is like inbreeding. It's like people inbreeding. just whatever story comes. Oh, we got to talk about it for three hours. This person had this. This person's got to go to court, and they complain. But what sucks about it is when somebody tries to do an event. I mean, I've only seen this a couple of times, but in that damn Dabbleverse that I'm somehow a part of, which I technically don't want to be, but I am no matter what, because I don't know. I became the lolcow for them for a while ago. But when somebody tries to throw an event, like throw a comedy club or this or that, it seems like some of the people that don't like that person that's throwing the event, they try to get that event canceled, or they try to mess up that event for that person. And I think that's really, really, really sad. It's just really, really sad, and it's just wrong. It's wrong. Because the person throwing the comedy event or whatever they're trying to do, they're trying to make some money, meet some people, have a good time. And then the other people ruin it for them, so then they're not able to pay their bills, or they might struggle. That's evil, man. That's people that do that to those people in those events are evil. They're just pure evil. Just wrong. Oh, it's a joke. We're trolling. Shut up. Shut up, dude. Like, imagine me, a person who is depressed a lot, barely gets out of my apartment or my house, and I want to throw an event. I want to throw an event, maybe make some money, meet some people, but I want to get out and do something with my life, try to earn a living. And I throw an event. And then I notify everybody online, hey, at this time and date, I'm going to throw an event, and I'm going to, go out there and watch movies and meet you all, sign autographs, watch a movie with you all, do a Q&A, whatever it is. But then these people that are mad at you or don't like you or trolling you or whatever, they mess up the event. They call the people throwing the event to the location, and they do threats, or they do this, or they do that. And then the people throwing the event or helping you throw the event, they're like, I don't want to be a part of this. So then the event probably gets canceled. I'm afraid to do the event, or I have to find another location. And then now I lost money. I wanted to get out of the house and meet some amazing people and earn some money. Now I can't do it because these people are joking. They're trolling. Evil fucking people, man. Evil fucking people. That's all I'm going to say. Some people in the Dabbleverse are evil, and they don't even deserve anything. Hey, we got a Cash App from Janet. Sent me $5 and said, happy birthday. Thank you, Janet. I wish I knew your full name. I appreciate you. All right. Come Honors at 6 a.m. live. Yep. Who are about to what? I don't want to say that. Been a while, Mr. Bauer. I can't read that, man. There's so many dang words. Mike Castillo is online. What's up, Mikey? How you doing, brother? Justin, God bless you. You're a member now. That's awesome. Maybe Brett Mania hooked you up. We got Brian Sanchez. What's up, Michael Bauer? Amanda, a beautiful new friend of mine, is saying hello. Hello, Amanda. Thank you for all the kind words and support, and I hope your trip in Washington was as good as can be now that you're home safely. You're thinking about the trip and all the good adventures and all the memories, and thank you so much for being online and saying hello. Uh-oh, Dabbleverse! Stuttering John's fingernails. Yeah, I'm up early. I've been dealing with some birthday blues and depression. It's really tough, man. I am struggling at my age now just to do anything sometimes. But yeah, I pretty much slept all weekend a lot, lied in bed, and somehow recharged my body a little bit to wake up today at like 4:30 a.m. and try to go live. I've been afraid to go live, and I don't know why I am. I have anxiety, I have fears, and But thank you for saying hello, stuttering John's fingernails. So Raider Nation for life. Rick Hunter, RWO, baby. Raiders, is that the Raiders World Order? Hey, Mikey, hope you're doing well. Awesome. Oh, happy birthday, Rick Hunter. 44. I wish I was 44 again. Try a 40-day fast. It is a spiritual journey as well. I have done fast. I have never reached more than, I think, 10 days of juices and water. And that was the most toughest time for my body. But you're right. It does help and you do feel better. You get rid of the toxins from the damn world. So I appreciate that. And he's like, I've been in a few black holes. Yeah. Just Brent is the MVP. Bloop poop. Yeah, bloop poop. I don't know what it is. And now this. What's up, dude? Or girl? Good morning. It has to be very early for you. Yeah, it's 6 a.m. I decided to start today early. And I'm going to push through the day. I'm going to try to stay awake all day. I've been on a vampire schedule so much during my depression and my black holes that I'm just going to try to push through today and have a good day. Plus, I don't want to be honest with everybody, but I don't want to be. I want to be honest with everybody, but whenever I reveal too much information, people use it against me. But I got a big doctor's appointment tomorrow that I have a lot of anxiety for because I was in the hospital for a couple of days about a week. Was it a week ago exactly? Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute. But thank you. It does give you the poops, variable volume. I feel you on not drinking caffeine. I have a health problem as well. I have been drinking one Zevia a day. What is Zevia? I've never heard of it. I snort my coffee. Shut up, dude. These jokes are wrong. They're wrong. And we got a lot of Dabbleverse people, I think, because these jokes or these avatars are so Dabbleverse, which is fine. There are some great people in the Dabbleverse, some really good-hearted people that just, but then there's some people that are just fucking evil, man. Just wrong. It's wrong. MGD, if you want me to answer that, send a few bucks. But I mean, who's a porn star nowadays anyway? I mean, let's think about it. Anybody calls themselves a porn star with a video camera. MGD. Hey, Michael, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Hey, Warren K. Good morning, brother. Anything new? Yeah. That gives me a good segue to start on my birthday blues, and then we'll get into my Instacart nightmare story. The orange is to blame. I don't know. They're calling this guy Ethan Ralph the villain of the Dabbleverse, or the leader of the Dabbleverse. I don't know. Some of it's fun and exciting, but some of the other stuff is just wrong and evil. All they do is critique. You make a video, they critique. Oh, look at him. He said this. That was so wrong. Fuck. Find another hobby. Don't make a certain person your hobby. I guess that's the only advice I could have. Don't make another person your hobby. Unless it's me, of course. No, I'm just kidding. Pooping is priceless. Yeah, we're going to talk about pooping with the birthday blues. Mr. Bauer needs lithium. Is that a battery? Joe Santo, what's up, dude? I was just watching Evolution. You were so good in that movie. Man, I just had a dream about Evolution the other day. Like, while I was sleeping so much. Whenever I sleep so much or I lie down so much, my brain starts to have like dreams constantly, just constantly. Anything after like 10 or 11 or 12 hours sleep, yeah, I sleep that much. I have that many health issues. But I start to have dreams and I start to remember them. And I had a dream about that movie Evolution, like we were doing a part two or something, and like it was in the mountains of like Colorado or something. Wow, it was a while ago, but I did have a dream about evolution. I guess my mind goes through like all my career and my life when I dream, and it wishes that I had like do overs, or I had another moments to do it again, or if some of the TV shows or movies and if I was blessed to be in the sequel, to not only have another job but to make some more money. It's very, very interesting and kind of unique, the dreams that I have. Sometimes I remember them completely and sometimes I don't. But I did have an evolution dream recently. All right, everybody, let's get to the first segment of Mikey's World Hangout Live. Hopefully in a little bit I'll try to bring up some stories to talk about through the internet. But again, my computer technology, whenever I open up another browser, it seems to shut off the internet, or I can't even watch videos live because of the processing power of my blessed, gifted computer. Maybe I can do that in a little bit. But look, I turned 50 years old, okay? And first off, we have to be thankful for the blessings in life that we have to even be able to reach an age like 50, because I have seen so many people die young, and a lot of people around me have died young as well, and I should honestly not be on this planet anymore. If it is a planet. I don't know what this realm is. I don't know. But I'm very blessed to be here because I've had many opportunities in my life that could have been taken. And I was also a miracle baby. If you guys watched my birthday, what was it called? Anxiety Files video. I spoke about my mother, how when she was pregnant, her appendix burst. And I was like born a little bit early and I had a lot of complications growing up, a lot of surgeries, to where I'm a miracle baby. So to reach the age of 50 is a blessed gift. But I ain't going to lie. I feel like I'm 70. I feel like I don't have a future. I don't see a career path through my health living in California with all of my barriers and issues, financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I don't see a future sometimes. So then I go into a black hole and I get depressed a lot. And with the 50 number on my birthday, I thought I was going to take the 50th birthday like my 40th. And just a reminder, super chats will be answered as soon as possible for all the people commenting. But I thought I was going to live my 50th birthday like my 40th, where I was excited for it. And I told myself life begins at 40. I threw an event for my 40th birthday party. I called it like a midlife 80s party where we celebrated the 80s. And I don't know if I could bring some things on screen of my 40th birthday party, but I wanted to do a party like that, but I didn't have the health, I didn't have the time, I didn't have the feelings to do that. So the number 50 really fucked with my mind this time. It really, really messed with my mind. And I did nothing. I did nothing for my birthday except the blessed donations and gifts from you all that really, really supported me and made me feel loved. It really did. You guys were the only reason that I felt alive this past week or two since my birthday on February 12th. Um, and you guys actually helped me to reach enough money in a really bad month for me to at least pay my rent this month. Now, I got to buy some food. That's a different story, but I'll worry about that in the next week or so. I still got some food right now, since my delivery a couple of weeks back. But the 50th is no joke, and I'm not going to harp on it, but I'm saying it was a bad time mentally for me. It became a bad number to look at. It became a bad number to think about. Because you have to look at your life. You have to look at your life and go, do I have everything that I've wanted? Have I achieved everything that I've wanted? And then when you look at your life, you realize all the problems you made, all the bad choices you've made, all the decisions you are currently making. And you relive it and the pain. And then you're like, oh my God, I live in an apartment. I don't have a wife. I'm alone. I'm struggling financially. People think I'm a movie star. People think I'm rich and famous. And I'm barely with anything, which is a blessing. But you do feel that way for a little while. And that's what happened to me. I just started crying. I am a very emotional person. I just started crying. And those are the birthday blues, So I had the holiday blues. I had the birthday blues. All right. So here we go. Let's show some pictures from my 40th celebration. I wish I could do it on screen, but I really don't know how to. But we'll try to do it this way. Hopefully it'll show. There's some pictures of me at my 40th at a bar. I got dressed up like 1980s, like Miami Vice. And a lot of people showed up, A lot of people came, celebrated, supported. Sorry, I know it's a little hard to see, y'all. My apologies. A lot of people came and supported. And then I had these I'm getting down and dirty in this one. I'm getting down and dirty in this one with a little hottie. But and then there's a couple friends of mine. One of them came dressed because it was like an 80s, a double 40s birthday party. I was turning 40, so they came like Back to the Future. And a lot of really people came out and supported. And then we had a little bit of this is where we threw the party at. It was at a place called Skinny's. Isn't that a pun? So, God, I'm so sorry, everybody. But we threw it at a place called Skinny's. When I'm a fat guy, that's pretty funny. That's ridiculous. And then I made I forgot what they call it, but like a little area where we can do some like photos with my stereo. So let me try to show those if you can see it with the background and everything. There's my stereo. I know it's really, really hard to see. I wish I could do it on my computer, or I wish I was prepared. My 100% apologies, everybody. There's Wet Movie 1 there that showed up. It's on my Facebook, everybody. So if you want to go to my Facebook, you guys can go to my Facebook and look at all these pictures in my birthday profile or whatever. And in better detail and everything. And there's a lot of pictures of like me and my girlfriend at the time, Annette, and there's some really good photos there. So I'm just so blessed at every turn to realize how many amazing people came out for my birthday and celebrated me, like for my 40th or whatever. And there's one of me and Annette kissing. Can you even see it? Who knows? But yeah, long story short, like this 50th birthday party, such cool photos, man. Such amazing photos. And I wish I did that event again, but for my 50th this time, I was so depressed. I just stayed in bed and recuperated. Plus, my birthday was on a Wednesday. Um, my birthday was on a Wednesday. And what happened is the previous days before was the Super Bowl. And you all know I love football. So that Saturday of the Super Bowl, I just bought food. I went live, I think, on Friday or Saturday for the other Mikey's World. And I bought food, and I'll tell you that nightmare in a minute. But also what happened with buying food put me into a black hole as well for my birthday. But so that Saturday, after I got my food and everything, and I still didn't even eat anything of the food that I got delivered, but then my abdomen started causing me pain on Saturday. And it was really bad Saturday night, really bad, like pain, constant pain. And I actually had not a lot of food before. So I don't know what it was that affected me. But all night Saturday night in pain, all day Sunday, watching the Super Bowl from the bed. Watching the Super Bowl from the bed. Pain, all day Sunday. Then right after the Super Bowl, just fell asleep. Was in pain all night. Then all night, man, it was so bad on like Sunday night. Then come like 4 or 5 o'clock Sunday morning, I was in so much pain and it wasn't getting better. It was getting worse that I just decided to go to the doctor. But with my insurance, I couldn't go to the emergency room and I don't have a car. And they charge like $2,000 for an ambulance to pick you up and take you to the emergency room. Plus my insurance gives me an emergency overcost. I'm on Medi-Cal, but they still charge somehow. I don't know how they do that. Or I don't know if they do. Maybe I was worried about it. Look, I live like a poor person. I understand health insurance nowadays. It's like when you need help, you're afraid to even go to the doctor because you can't afford it. Even if you're on Medi-Cal or whatever. Long story short, I was afraid. So I figured I'm going to wait till my doctor's office opens on Monday, like at 8 or 8:30 a.m. Then I called them and said, hey, can I come in? Oh, we don't have appointments ready. I go, I got to come in. I got to be seen right now. Oh, go to the emergency room if you're struggling. Whatever. I hung up the phone. Then I took the bus because I didn't have a lot of money because of the Instacart nightmare that we'll talk about in a minute. But I took a bus to my doctor's office and that they were forced to see me, even though they told me to go to the emergency room. And luckily, the emergency room is actually across the street from my doctor's office. So they sent me there. And they actually started checking my abdomen for ulcers. I don't know what were the names of the other things. Like they were thinking IBS, diverticulitis, this and that, a hernia. So then I was in so much pain. They were like, we're going to take you in and do some tests. So I got taken into the actual hospital on Monday afternoon into a bed. They gave me a room or a bed. Then they started to see how I was feeling, this and that. They gave me morphine at one time. Oh my God, morphine is like the greatest drug on earth. It's like, I I don't want to do drugs, but they gave me like 5-10% or whatever calorie. What do they call it? Whatever of morphine. Thank God it enabled me to like finally fall asleep because I haven't really been sleeping because I've been in so much pain. But they ordered tests and everything, and I wasn't able to do the test until the next morning, like Tuesday morning or early morning. So I stayed in the hospital overnight. And Tuesday morning, I don't know what the doctors did. They came in, they gave me some liquid to eat or do this or do that. They took like an x-ray with the liquid or something like that. They wanted to see. And then I haven't pooped now for like 4 days or 3 days, apparently. So they were worried about that. Then they started talking about fiber. They gave me some fiber pills, or they gave me something, a lot of water. And then they're like, we're going to leave you here a few more hours, maybe overnight, while we get the results. And then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, around 7 or 8 p.m. Tuesday evening, maybe around 5:30, 6 p.m., like my body just went wild, and everything started coming out. Everything started coming out. I don't like to talk about it. It's funny, but it's one of those things. But everything started coming out. Oh, I forgot to mention, the reason I went to the hospital, not only because of the pain, was because that day on, what was it, Sunday? Yeah, Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon after the Super Bowl, I went to the bathroom a little bit on Sunday. And it was black. That meant I had blood in my stool. That's what scared me to go to the doctor the next morning, because there was a little bit of blood in my stool. And that's scary as shit. So that's why they took me in. They gave me medicines or whatever they gave me to go poop. They wanted to see if I was still bleeding internally and all that other stuff. So long story short, that Tuesday evening, everything came out. There was no blood that we know of. Everything looked, like, I guess like it should have. And then the pain was gone. And then they started taking it. It might have been an ulcer. It might have been this. It might have just been a buildup, with your gas in your body. Long story short, I don't know. But what they do at hospitals is they give you a Band-Aid and they send you home. They give you a Band-Aid and they send you home. So after everything looked like it was okay, that there was no blood, they ordered like an MRI for the following week, which is tomorrow. I have to do an MRI tomorrow. But they wanted me to go home for like a week or so. And if it happened again with the pain or blood in the stool or whatever, then to go back in immediately. So they sent me home later that evening around 8 or 9 p.m. after I went, poop a couple of times, but it was liquidy. But they made sure there was no more blood. So they sent me home. So that was Tuesday night, and my birthday was on Wednesday the next day, which was February 12th. And I just stayed in bed all day, drinking liquids, eating, fiber foods like oatmeal and stuff like that. And they sent me home with like fiber pills and whatever, some pain meds in case the pain comes back. But so that's what I did for my birthday. So that's my birthday blues story, okay? It's sad that my birthday came to fruition for my 50th, being depressed and basically in/the hospital. So the word 50 scares me because of the age and the number associated with it. And I'm probably past my midlife crisis. And I'm half a century old. And I was just out of the hospital for abdominal issues. And I have many other issues as well that I probably need to take better care of, but I just don't. So it's just the realization of everything that scares the shit out of me, and it put me into a black hole for the next, let's call it 11, 12 days, however long it's been. So yeah, that's my birthday blues. Never. Thank you so much. Happy late birthday as well. Doctors can't change bad diets. Well, you're assuming I have a bad diet. And just to bounce back on your statement, you don't know me. And I am eating and drinking healthier than I ever have my entire life nowadays, whether you believe it or not. I didn't say it was perfect, but I'm eating and drinking healthier than I ever have. Okay? Only you, I know that. You don't. Then on top of that, you say doctors can't change bad diets. Well, thank you for your sarcasm. That's right. I'm a little bit intelligent, and I understand insults when I see them or read them. It's not an insult, it's criticism from Meow Mix. And let me be honest with you, the food in today's America, if you want to call that shit edible and a good diet, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Is it affordable? The good quality foods? Probably not. So, if you want to call what they give us in America nowadays as edible, well, you have to go find the good food. If you don't have a car, you don't have any money, what you going to buy? You're going to buy organic apples and a fruit salad that costs $20 in your local organic store that's probably 10 miles away and there's only one of them? Or are you going to buy a Taco Bell meal for $7 that'll feed you for 2 days, but unhealthy? That's all I'm going to say about that. But thank you for chiming in, Mal Mix, and I appreciate the feedback. You can always celebrate your birthday when you feel better. You know what? That was a beautiful statement. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. All right. Once again, everybody, please consider hitting that like button. If you enjoy hanging out, hearing my stories, living Mikey's world with me, I appreciate you. I honestly do. And if I get a little spiteful with you, trust me, it's not from a bad place. It's from my heart. I just get angry at the world sometimes and the way people react and troll and comment. I'm not saying that's what certain people are doing, but you gotta punch people back every once in a while when they're, insulting you. When you think they're insulting you, whatever the case is. I love y'all. Hit that like, subscribe button. Consider becoming a member. Guys, I got a super chat goal. If anybody would like to hit it, you can send me anything, birthday gifts, wishes, support, the PayPal, the Venmo, the Cash App down below. And if you say anything, I'll read it live as well, or in the super chats. And if we reach my super chat goal of $50 for today's show, I will play Truth or Dare for 5 minutes. I don't know how that'll work, but you guys can ask me questions and I'll try to answer them all as best as possible. Whatever it is, for 5 minutes. And if you give me a dare, like, do the truffle shuffle, I'll do it. So, but we got to reach $50. We're only at $5 from a Cash App from Janet. So we'll leave it at that. Bingo, bango, bongo. You guys are talking about all the bad foods from the Taco Bells now. Ben Bison, that's a good name, man. I've been having digestive issues as well for the past year. Doctors have been no help. There's so much going on with the abdomen and intestines nowadays from all the chemicals in the food and everything we drink or eat. There's metals in the air. It could be anything. It could be fucking anything. And then now, like, our kidneys or our livers don't function correctly due to Everything, even fluoride fucking in the water. Fluoride's in the fucking water. They want our teeth to look good. So like Europe doesn't have so we don't have the teeth like the British people. They put fluoride in the water. What does that do to your body? Some people think that fluoride turns people gay. There are facts that the fluoride in America's water might be turning people gay, transgender, whatever. There are statistics out there that kind of prove it. But I don't know. America's got fluoride in the water. We got metals in the air. Everything is pesticides on our food. Everything is being grown at farms. So many people have digestive issues nowadays. And I hope I don't have anything when they do the test tomorrow. I'm so afraid that it's like IBS or diverticulitis, or maybe I literally have ulcers. And why was my intestines bleeding possibly? Why was there blood in my stool? They were saying, oh, sometimes when you eat food and you don't have enough water in your system, your intestines can the lining can be cut by the food. Like if your poop is not being processed properly, it could cut the intestines. And, that's why you bled. Or there's a blockage there. And the blockage becomes dry or whatever. And it scrapes your intestines when it's going through your intestines. And then they told somebody, was it them or I don't know, but I heard that there's like a mile of intestines in your body. What? Is that real? No wonder those horror movies always had the intestines like long and long and long. Is there literally a mile of intestines in your fucking body? It's insane, dude. I live in West Virginia, and trust me, looking around, the fluoride in the water isn't helping with their teeth. Your teeth don't metabolize. Justin knows his stuff too, so Justin knows what he's talking about. Hey, Mike, did any friends do anything nice for your birthday? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people said happy birthday, and that's all you can expect from other people with their own issues, is to say happy birthday. And I don't know, about 10 or 12 or maybe 15 people sent me like $5 or a little bit more to support my birthday as a gift. So my birthday was beautiful. Was beautiful. When I look back with a humbled heart, my birthday was amazing and beautiful. Even though technically I wish I was healthier, I wanted to go watch a movie or go to a restaurant, but I was having the health issues and I was in a depressive black hole. So that's what happened. That's what happened. I was an organic chemistry lab instructor. That's right. You mentioned that last time, Justin. Mikey, I saw one of your members only videos. You were with Kevin Smith in Red Bank. Yeah, I became friends with Kevin around that time as well. And when I was filming Evolution, I talked to Kevin with another actor on the phone, David Duchovny, and Ethan Suplee while we were shooting Evolution. So then when I went to Red Bank a few years later, that's when I officially met Kevin Smith, like in person for the first time. Then I went to eat pizza after that event in Red Bank on my members only video. The next day I had pizza with Kevin and his daughter, Harley Quinn, and his wife, Jennifer. I had pizza with them at like a local New Jersey restaurant, and we talked about life and we became friends a little bit. So what an amazing adventure. To be honest, there's no such thing. See, my psoriasis that I have, that I'm taking stuff for it now. but it's acting up. That's why I keep itching. To be honest, there's no such thing as healthy foods. Veggies and fruits are sprayed with poison. Animals are pumped with drugs. Water is polluted. Correct. What do you guys think of RFK? You think he's going to do a good enough job to help support us in life anymore? I'm just going to say this. I don't care if the people don't like it or not. I am not a Trump fan. I believe all the governments and all the politicians and people are somewhat evil. But I'm kind of enjoying the IRS and all these people getting audited, and I'm kind of enjoying it. Kind of feeling like they're being held accountable a little bit for all this stuff that's going on. Don't get me wrong. People want to call Trump a dictator, and he's ruining this country, and he's an Nazi, from the old world. And he's rounding up the people like the Nazis from the old world. I mean, you can say that. Technically, it's not the same thing. And then I've seen quotes online from people saying, if you ever thought to yourself, what would you do during the Holocaust? What would you do to stop it or sway it? Well, you're doing it now. Because they're saying it's happening. Well, first off, I got to say, you're stupid AF. That shit is not happening, and it can never happen again the way it did. It can never happen again. There's only one of them. Okay? So shut your fucking mouth. It can never happen that way again. Are there similar patterns where it might look like the same thing? Yes. But it can never happen again or the same way. So whatever is going on, if you want to call it that, you're stupid. You're stupid. This is something different. It may be similar in some aspects, but it's not happening again. It's not happening again. But if you're from a minority community and you're feeling that way, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but it ain't happening again. And if he was to eventually become that person, we wouldn't let it happen. Whether you call MAGA people, that's right, you have to say it in anagrams or with letters, because anything you say on YouTube gets suppressed. But if you think the MAGA people would allow that to happen just because they love him, you got another thing coming. They are still human beings, and they wouldn't let it happen. I wouldn't let it happen. You wouldn't let it happen. We got guns nowadays. We got guns to fight back. So, hey, Waver's online. Thank you for becoming a member again, dude. Dude, I've been meaning to change my membership tiers, but I get in my black holes and I disappear, and I don't know how to function as a fucking human being sometimes. And that's another thing that's really scary to me, is I don't know how to function as a human being. And that's scary when you don't even know how to wake up and function as a human being. How are you going to get up and earn money? How are you going to get up and go to work? How are you going to get up and exercise when you don't even know how to get up and be alive? That's what happens to me during the depressions, man. And MGD is like, politics don't matter. You're right. Old boss is the same as the new boss, but in a different way. Hey, Born Mush, what's up, brother? What did Warren say? I got to read it. Sorry, I probably missed it. See, I'm burping. I have gas issues, definitely. I noticed that I don't get gas a lot, and I should. Like, I remember when I was younger, no matter what I would eat, even apples or this or that, all the time, gash, bam, would come out right away. You'd burp, you'd go to the bathroom, 2 hours after you eat. Like, my system was functioning much better. Nowadays, it's slower. It's like doing something. It's dying. I don't know what's going on. But I don't get gas, and I need to get gas more than I should, because gas is a release of all that bad stuff, right? So I should be burping more and all that, and I don't. And I think all of that stays in my abdomen, which causes the pain or the problems. So I'm probably going to have to get on some gas medications. We'll talk about that with the doctor tomorrow. I got a lot of questions, man. Here, let me write that down. I want to write down that question to talk to the doctor about. Hold on. Ask about gash. All right. Warren K. Feel like you can make some good cash streaming video games like Fortnite. I don't have the technology. I guarantee you, I open up a screen to show a photo on my computer, and this internet thing goes off, and my processing power and everything goes bad. Yeah, I can't do it. I know you've talked about it before. I'd play with you. I don't think I can handle it. This computer can handle it. Like I said, I'll bring up my task manager. All I'm doing is live streaming right now. All I'm doing is live streaming. And let's look at my task manager for my CPU. Let's see if I can bring it on screen. All I'm doing is on StreamYard with one browser open on StreamYard. And look at my task manager. How do I show it? There we go. Look at that. Look at the CPU. 100%. 100% just live streaming. Imagine me opening up a game, trying to play a game on the same screen. It ain't going to happen, Warren. In a joking manner. You want to buy me a computer, Warren? I love you, brother. You've supported me so much. But yeah, there it is. There it is. Pretty bad, right? Pretty bad. Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up on messages. Oh, you're still a member. That's amazing. Appreciate that. Good morning, Erica. Chrome is a better browser. I think it takes more memory. Trust me, Justin. If I've checked it while I use Chrome, and it's always like 100% as well, dude. So it is what it is, dude. You're cute. Yes, fiber does make you poop, and I am taking fiber pills now. I'm not even going to respond to this. We already know who this person is and how they are an evil human being. We'll leave it. We'll leave that alone. I got an Apple laptop that crashed a few years back that is collecting dust. It would need some serious work, but I give it to you for free. Oh, we could talk about that. I've never used Apple. I don't know how to use Apple. And Apple with their products, I have an Apple iPhone. They tend to like stop adding updates for their products and they brick it. It becomes a piece of trash. That's why I don't like Apple. Oh, that being said, the Windows computers, they're going to stop updating in November. All the Windows computers that have Windows 10. Because you need something special to get Windows 11 on it. And all of the computers that I have or am using can only barely handle Windows 10. So they're going to stop the updates in November. So then our Windows computers are probably going to become irrelevant too at that time. And we'll figure that one out at another time. Wow, it appears you're in a good mood today. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. Even though some people are not truly available for others at any given moment. Yeah, Andres, I still have a PS3. I still do. Do I have a manager fighting for me? I don't know what that means. But no. The last manager I had to remove myself from them due to certain reasons. But yeah. All right. Let me tell you guys my Instacart nightmare story, guys. I don't know. I just feel the need to vent this out because I guess sometimes you guys are the only people I can vent to or yell to because I constantly am either depressed, I don't know how to be there for people, communicate properly. I don't know what I'm doing in life. And it's a sad thing to say because there's people that I care about, like some person that's online right now watching this that I care about, but I just don't know how to communicate or be there for certain people. And I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. It's a very scary place to be. But I know I'm a good person. I know I love people passionately. But when they do something wrong or whatever, I have to tell them that it affects me or it bothers me or it freaks me out. And I always want people to be better than they actually are. You know, just like they want that for me. So, I just want to tell everybody, I love y'all. I'm sorry for any discomfort or bad things I've done in your life. But I am a worthy person to have in your life. And I will only get better in real life, in person. If that makes any sense. You know how like everybody writes to people online or they leave messages and you start to like become distant from other people because you're not seeing each other in real life. You're becoming distant. So then it starts to become like a bad relationship or friendship or whatever it is. And then you start getting mad at each other. Everything bothers each other because in real life, you're not hanging out together where you would just hug, hang out, laugh, and have a good day. It's kind of hard to like have online friendships or relationships only. It's kind of really impossible. I don't know. I was talking to somebody online with these messages right now. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Brett Mania's online. What's up? Good morning, Brett. The amazing Brent Mania gifting memberships. Freaking love you, brother. Thank you so much for supporting and being online. All right, guys, let me tell you my Instacart nightmare story. Okay, on my last Mikey World live stream, I was ordering food, okay, through a delivery service. And I forgot what the order amount was, but it's probably a little bit over $200, maybe $220, something like that. And so the shopper, so I ordered the food, and through this delivery service, when you order the food, they charge your bank account a certain amount. So I ordered the food online before I live stream. So they were apparently going to shop while I was live streaming and then deliver the food while I was live streaming. But I ordered the food before the live stream. So I ordered the food. It wasn't like from a restaurant. I'm talking groceries. Not just a meal. So it was like a little bit over $200 or something like that. And then they charge you a little bit more because sometimes the food prices are different when they get to the store or whatever. So they probably charged me like $240 or something like that to my bank. And that charge goes through right away. What's up, Queen Mother? Good to see you. And they charged me right away. So I ordered the food. They charged my bank account. Now the driver's going shopping. Then in the live stream, he writes to me at the end of the last live stream, he writes to me, the store's not open. I'm like, okay. Then I start checking online, and I'm like, it says they're open till 10 p.m. It's like 6 o'clock now. And then he writes back, the store's not open. And I wrote back, they are open. I checked online. They're open. Then he sends me a picture of a cart in a parking lot. Okay, what does that mean? You sent me a picture of a cart in a parking lot. Then he writes again, they're not open. I'm leaving. Then I wrote, go to another store. There's 5 of them in the area of that same company. Then I call the store and they pick up and they say, yeah, we're still open. They go, we're still open. I'm like, what the hell? So now I'm texting the driver. I'm live streaming. Go to another store, and I'm sending him the address to the close store, like a mile away. Then I hung up the live stream. Okay? I hung up the live stream to deal with it. Then, right after I hang up the live stream, after a couple of messages from him, 10 minutes later, I don't hear nothing. I don't get nothing from him. I'm freaking out. I'm trying to text him through the app. Respond to me. Go to the next store. Then all of a sudden, it says, your item was delivered. Shopping ended. Item delivered. Well, I'm sorry. It happened with shopping ended. Then it said, item delivered. What the fuck? I opened my door to my apartment. There's nothing outside. Normally there's a picture too from the driver if they deliver items. Nothing was there. It said, thank you for shopping with Instacart. What? Is this a scam? What's going on? What is this person doing to me? That was like a $240 charge on my bank statement. And I don't have a lot of money. I'm freaking the F out. So now, I immediately call the Instacart people. Then I start telling them what the hell's going on, this and that. They're like, oh no, yes, it said the store was closed. Apparently, he said the store is closed, so he ended your order. I go, it says right here that the shopping is done, that my item was delivered, or my items were delivered. And then she goes, I don't know why he wrote that. That's not right. That's not correct. So you didn't get any items? I'm like, no, I did not. But they charged my bank account. And then she's like, she did investigating from Instacart. She's like, oh, okay, we canceled it. We canceled the order. So now the order should come through as canceled. And then I'm like, what about my money? She goes, oh, the money will be refunded within 2 to 3 days or whatever, depending on your bank. I'm like, okay, so now I got to reorder food because I didn't get anything the first time that they charged me like $200 and something. Now it's been canceled officially. My bank has probably already been charged, which it normally is right when you order. And now I'll get the money back in 2 or 3 days, business days, depending on my bank. She's like, yes. But I go, now I got to order more food. And that's going to cost me another $200 if I do another order. And I go, what if I order food again and the person does the same thing? Well, let's make sure the store is open, this and that. Or, whenever you hire a driver, it depends on what store is closest to them. I go, okay. So I hang up the phone with her and she goes, the order is canceled. Now make another order at a different store or the same store, and then the driver will hopefully go to a different store. She goes, because maybe that store is actually closed. And I go, I called them. They told me they were open. She goes, well, I don't know. She goes, I don't know, sir. But there is a different store that maybe your driver will go to. All right. So I hang up the phone with her. Now I go online, and I knew I had like $1,000 in my bank account at this moment. I had about 980, close to 1,000. So I'm thinking in my head, I've already been charged like $240 for the purchase that was canceled, but I'll get that $240 back in a couple of days. So now I can go online and I can order food again from a different store, from a different driver. And I'm like, that's going to be another $200, $240, whatever it is. I'm like, but I'm okay. I got like almost $1,000 in my account. So I'm like, all right, I'll be like minus 500 at the end of today. Not minus 500. I'll be at 500 after buying food again. So I go online, do the same order, ask for another delivery driver. It's now 7 o'clock at night, and stores close at 10. So I got to get it all going. So I order another driver. Okay. Now, this driver, he's going to start his shopping. Another $240 order. Or $20, whatever it was. And then he says he's going to start shopping. Then I get a message from this driver. The store is closed. Oh, shit. Is this the same store? Is it really closed? And I'm like, it's open. It's not open, sir. It's closed. I'm like, oh, shit. I go, let me get in touch with Instacart again real quickly, or the store. Now I call the store this time before Instacart, and he's like, I'll wait here for a couple of minutes. Then I call the store, and then somebody answered this time, and they're like, yes, we are open, sir, but our doors are closed because we had an electricity outlet for the past 2 hours, and we just are getting our power back. Hopefully in the next 20 minutes, we're going to open our doors. Okay. So now I contact the driver, and I'm like, hey, apparently they had an electricity outlet, and they're going to be open in the next 20 minutes. And he's like, well, I can't stay. I got to go to work. Like, I got to work on other things. He goes, I'm going to cancel the order. He cancels the order. Bam! Your order has been canceled. But I've already gotten charged a second time for the $240. Do you understand what's going on? So now I immediately look at my bank account while I'm trying to call the Instacart people again, because I thought this person was going to go to a different store So now I go to my bank account. I got double charged. Again, 2 purchases. But let's go back to the first purchase. This store, alongside the Instacart, double charges me. So the first time I ordered food, when it was like 220 something, but they charged me like 240, I got double charged that first time. So in total, it was 2 charges. 240, the initial, purchase online when I clicked start shopping or buy it. Then he said that he went shopping. Then I got charged again because when the shopping is final, the official charge goes through a second time on the bank account. So I had 2 purchases from the first order of $240. So minus $480. Now, remember, I made a second order after they canceled the first one. And they said my money would be returned. But I've already been charged. The money disappears from the number on my bank account. It stays in limbo processing for 2 or 3 days. But the money will return in 2 or 3 days. But right now, the money is gone from my account. So I got charged $480, 2 purchases of $240 for the first purchase. But now remember, I did a second purchase where the guy went to the store and he said it was officially closed as well. And he canceled that order. That one was double charged too. I had a 4 quadruple charge. 4 charges of $240 each from my account. My account right now, when I looked at it this time, said minus $5. No, did it say minus? No. The minus came later. Sorry about that. No. The minus came later. I think I had like $50. I think I had like 55. That's why the number 5's popping out. I got like $55 in my account from 4 orders, apparently, from Instacart. So now I'm on the phone with the Instacart people. What the fuck is going on? This and that. I ain't got no damn money. What the hell? I don't even got any food. I've been charged upwards of close to $1,000, and I don't got nothing. Oh, the money will be returned, sir. I understand that, but for 2 or 3 days, it's fucking Saturday or Friday night. So I have to wait till Tuesday. Then the lady was no help. Oh, we don't know what to do, sir, this and that. You can order the food again. Get a manager on the phone. Somebody that can help me out. I just started causing a scene, dude. Then finally somebody comes online. They looked at my account, what was going on. And then they had a heart of gold. I don't know what they did. And then I sent them pictures as well of my bank account. I'm like, look, I'm like at $55 right now. And they're like, I go, how do I order food? How do I order anything for me to eat tonight? For my birthday weekend, for the Super Bowl weekend. This was Super Bowl weekend. How do I order anything? Then they're like, okay, sir, we're gonna gift you $250 like Instacart gift certificate, and you can order food again or this or that. And then those like double charges, your bank double charges you. We only charged you the 2 times, and that money will come back. But your bank does double charge your financial institution. You need to talk to them about why they double charge when you order through Instacart or through this store. You need to find out from your banking institution why they do that. Is it a fraud thing? Is it a this thing? But you'll get all that money back in 2 or 3 days, and we're going to gift you $250 in your account for being a loyal customer, and so you can order food. I go, so now if I order the food after you give me the money, are they going to charge my bank account? And then he goes, oh, they might charge you like the incidentals or the delivery fee or the tip if it's anything above the $250. And I go, I can't tip the driver. I can't. If you give me $250, I'm going to have all these fees after. Then I'm going to have a delivery driver tip. And then that's going to charge my bank like $20 or whatever the tip may be. So then they might double charge the tip and the fees. And then that'll take me below $55 or whatever. And he's like, I'm sorry, sir. There's nothing I can do. All I can do is give you $250 in credit, and the rest is on you. So I go, can we make sure they go to a different store? So I said, fuck it. I'm going to order from a different store. I'm going to order from a different store that I know is open. And I called the store beforehand. I'm like, hello, Alpha Beta, Ralph's, Vaughn's, whatever the store's name is. I don't want to give that away for some damn reason. Are you open physically? Did you have an electricity outlet problem or a power problem? No, we're open. Okay. So now I finally see the credit on my Instacart account. So now I go to a different store. I do all the order again for the foods that I want. And it came out to like 200 and since they gave me $250, I think I spent $248 or $249, as close to that $250 as possible because that's what they were giving me. And then I started thinking, are they gifting me this money? Like, because, or is one of the charges of the 4 charges, are they going to charge that? Or is this actually an entire $250 gift from Instacart? But I was like, fuck it, get the food right now. Then I did the delivery. I went to the final screen and it said like store, something like that, like $10 for the fees for this or that, or this fee or that fee. Then it said something like $9.99 for this fee. Then it said, do you want to tip the driver? And I'm like, yes, I want to give the driver at least $25. So then after I did all that, it came out to like $45. But then I was worried about the damn double charging, and I only got like $55 on my account. So I made it less, and I brought the tip down to like 15. And I made it to where if I was double charged, where I had enough money, like the $55 or $58 in my account, that I wouldn't go over. So I did that. So I think my final fee was like $30 or $28 or $27 or something like that. Ugh. Sorry, the numbers, I can't remember them all. So I did it. Okay, fine. So now they start shopping, and it finally started to say that my order is being shopped for. They're picking up items, replacing items, and I'm getting it. Okay, they're finally shopping officially. Thank the Lord. So now I go to my bank account. I check it. I'm minus $5. All the fees and whatever they double charged me made me minus $5 with the tip and everything. And I thought I did the math correct in my head. Apparently I didn't. I went over $5 and my bank let me do that. So now I'm going to get a $35 fee for overdraft from my bank because now I'm over $5. Okay? But I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'm getting free food, right? Because of the $250 credit. Wrong. All right, so a couple of days, I get my food. Thank God it was delivered. Then I started having stomach pain the next day. The next day was Saturday when I went into the hospital on Monday. Maybe it was from all the stress of looking at my finances and everything. And that's what happened. Maybe that's why I got so sick with my abdomen on Saturday into Sunday and ended up in the hospital on Monday. And that's another reason why I didn't take an Uber or a Lyft to my doctor's office, and I had to take a bus. In pain on the bus because I had no fucking money. I had nothing. All right, so a couple of days later, after I get home from the hospital and all that, now it's Wednesday. Now, all the money came back into my account, except for one of the purchases. The initial purchase for the $240 stayed on my account as an official purchase. So now I start thinking the other three $240 purchases came back. But that initial one that was canceled, that they said they were going to send me the money back, they let that go through. So now I think it's on Wednesday, on my birthday. I'm in bed. I call Instacart. I'm like, I thought I had a $250 credit. They go, yes, we gave you a credit, but it was based off of the first purchase that we had to charge you for the food. So basically, they gave you an extra $10. So again, I thought they were giving me a credit for $250, but all they did was use the first purchase that they supposedly canceled, and they took the money from that purchase and they made it a legit purchase for $240. Then they gifted me $10 for my problems. Then I lost $35 because of a overdraft on my next bill from my bank account. So even though I got gifted $10, I lost $35 from my bank. So basically, I lost $25 extra on top of the food that I ordered. That's a birthday Instacart nightmare. Fucking nightmare for poor people like me. And that's because I don't have EBT at the moment. They canceled my EBT like in November. And then they told me, oh, you have to reapply in February. And I haven't had the time to call them because I've been dealing with everything else. But they come after me for EBT too. They said 1 month, like I think it was October, I made more money, and I should have reported that I made like an extra $100 or $100 more than the limit that month in October when I went to that one convention in York, Pennsylvania. Oh, an officer got shot in York, Pennsylvania. I saw that news this morning. An officer got shot in York, Pennsylvania. But I made more money that month, and I should have reported it. They find out everything. They're attached to your bank account. They're attached to everything. So they took off my EBT. You should have reported that you made a little bit more money than your allowance or whatever. I go, dude, I was busy. I was working. I didn't even know. I don't even get the money till the end of the month sometimes, when it goes up into my bank account. Well, you should have told us. Now, we gave you $270 of EBT for that month, and you have to pay it back. And we're going to have to cancel your EBT for, 3 months. And then you got to reapply. So that's why your guys' support and donations and helping me out through these really rough months means the world to me. And sometimes you guys are the only reason I have food or I pay my rent. And I don't want to live like this anymore. I'm fucking tired of it. I don't know how to change it. I mean, I know how to change it, but I'm not able to physically and mentally. I'm not able to change it. You are blessed. You have a roof over your head. You have some food in your fridge. Everything is good. I love you all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. I hate telling stories of anxiety and pain because my blood starts to boil my blood pressure goes up and I have heart issues and blood pressure issues and fuck, it's tough just to live a normal life with today's world. New York is housing illegals in 5-star hotels, and Mikey can't get his EBT. Grow vegetables. Where? Love you, brother. Love you guys. Pre-recorded? No, it's not. People want to make fun of me that I use social services. It's so ridiculous, man. The people that make fun of people that use social services have never had problems in their life, or they've had the ability to never get to that point. You know what I mean? And I applaud them for that. I wish I could be more like that. But in my life, with my father, with my mother, with my brother, with me, myself, we have lived a humble life of not having everything and needing help on many occasions in my life. Many occasions in my life. And I'm grateful for the government and social services that have helped me and benefited me. And I don't take no shame, even though you guys, some people try to shame me for having been on social services at many times in my life. They want to shame me for that. That's fucking evil. But people don't want to talk about it. Some people have it, but they don't even want to talk about it or admit it to the public. Especially actors or celebrities or whatever the people are. A lot of them use social services because we have to. You have to use these services to be an actor, to live in California, to do anything. These are blessings and these are gifts. Do we want to be on them our entire life? Hell motherfucking no. But these are blessings to many people. So for the people that want to shame me, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. Humble yourself a little bit. I'm fucking realer than you are to those people. But also with my disdain for the government, any fucking thing they want to give me that I can get, we gonna take it. We gonna take it. I pay taxes. Lord knows I pay taxes. I live in California. I get taxed upwards of 40% in total for everything. Sometimes it feels like 50%. Well, taxes ain't that much. Oh, they fucking are. I get checks. Sometimes it says starting $20. Then the actual check is $10.94 after taxes. And that's before an agent and a manager get their 5 or 10%, depending on how much they get, or 15% sometimes. A $20 check or residual will be like $10.70 or $11.25. That's at least 40%. So, I worked on a show for Fringe. I did a documentary for Fringe, the TV show, a month ago or a month or two ago. And I did something for their game show called Fast Fringe with Whitney Cummings. And that paid me, it was $1,700 for the day. When I went out and I did the interviews and stuff, it was $1,700 the day rate. After I got my check, it was $890 something dollars. Let's say $900. It was $900 out of $1,700. I got taxed 700, almost 800. How much of a percentage is that? 45%? So from a $1,700 check for the day, I got like 900. Just $2 under 900, like $898. You'll get it back in your taxes. Yeah, right. I owe the IRS money as well from many years ago. Oh, they said I did something wrong. I forgot to report my YouTube. Forgot to report a couple $1,000s from YouTube. All right, on to better things. Yeah, I know the taxes pay for the services that I get. So technically, it comes from me as well when I pay them. But what I'm trying to say is just, I don't want anybody to ever be ashamed to speak publicly when they need help in social services. You know what I mean? The stigma attached, it's so bad. It's so bad. People want to make fun of you. It's just ridiculous. Hey, we got Faith online. Or depending on, it's from an old movie based on contracts as well as shows. They give a chump up front. Yay, Faith is online. Everybody check out her channel. She was on one of my my live streams a while back as a guest. Very, very nice to see you online, Faith. All right, let's just quickly talk about if I sent you the link, Faith, would you want to get online and say hello to everybody for like 20 minutes? If I sent you the link, let me know. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. But let me know. What am I going to do? Oh, yeah. So I watched a movie the other day. Not a movie, a TV series the other day called 0 Day. And it starred... what's his name? Robert De Niro. And let me see if I can share this on screen. But it starred Robert De Niro. It starred Robert De Niro and let me get it on screen. So 0 Day is a, let me make it big. How can I make it bigger? Zero Day is a Netflix limited series to release in 2025. It just released last weekend, featuring a global cyber attack that results in significant chaos and loss of life. Oh, Faith? Yeah, it might not be for another half an hour, Faith. So you got like a half an hour or 35 minutes if I'm going to get you on the live stream show. You got a little bit of time, no worries. 0 Day, okay, so it's featuring a global cyber attack that results in significant chaos and the loss of life. The series is created by Eric Newman, Noah Oppenheim, and stars Robert De Niro, Jesse Plemons. I love Jesse. Lizzie Kaplan is good in it as well. Think of the themes of digital terrorism and the search for truth amidst crisis and conspiracy. The series is categorized as a thriller and expected to delve into the implications of modern technology and security. So I watched it, right? First off, Robert De Niro apparently is a Trump hater, which is fine. But he has issues with Donald Trump. How do I make myself bigger? So he has issues with Donald Trump and all this other stuff. See if I can get any images for this TV series. Maybe there's some posters online about it. Do they have a poster? Oh, I guess that's the poster right there. How do you make it bigger? Does that make it bigger? Or does that open up another screen? Okay, so there we go. So I watch it. It stars Robert De Niro. Apparently Robert De Niro is a big-time Trump hater. the MAGA people hate him, and he's very political nowadays against our president or against the president. But he plays a president or a former president in this TV series. And let me just quickly talk about it. The reason why I wanted to watch this was because I live in the conspiracy world, hence why I got a Matrix background. And if you guys know anything about me or this channel or sometimes in my views, but like there's predictive programming, okay? It has lasted for many years. And a lot of people are now witnessing the predictive programming that are put through television and media and everything nowadays. And that's exactly what they've been doing with Netflix the past 4 years. Every year on Netflix, they're coming out with a doomsday TV show or movie. Every year, there's like one specific doomsday TV show or series. And this is the one that they've been doing. So, I forgot the names of all of them, but a couple of years back, they came out with the movie where it had a train crash. And it looked like a nuclear bomb that a train blew up and collided or whatever in a small town. And then the following year, in real life, it happened. Maybe, I think it was in Ohio. So that was possibly a predictive programming of that event to happen in real life the next year. Then the year after that, Netflix came out with this movie called, I forgot the name of it, Until the End of the World or something like that, The End of the World, maybe a year or two ago, made by the guy that made Mr. Robot, the TV series Mr. Robot. And they came out with like a doomsday movie where at the end, some things happened. They called it a woke mess, but it had conspiracy theories throughout it. And some of that stuff, they had a supposedly like cyber attack in that movie, right? In that movie. Now we get a series with Robert De Niro about a financial, watch it, about a financial cyber attack on our power structure in this show, 0 Day. And the way it happens in this TV series, I think they're actually telling us what's going to happen now. But what this TV show does was every attack has to have a name. Every attack has to have a name. Oh, 9/11, January 6th, D-Day, that day. You know what I'm saying? What would a cyber attack be called? Well, they don't want to call it a cyber attack. They don't want to just call it a grid power attack. They have to come up with a name for it. So they called it 0 Day. So now Netflix made a movie called 0 Day. So now when the attack happens in real life, which it will, I don't know when, I don't know how, but something similar will happen. Now they have a name to call it 0 Day. Oh, 0 Day happened in real life. 0 Day happened in real life. And why would they call it 0 Day? Because everything was taken away on that day, so we ended up with 0. Also, the digital numbers for computers are ones and zeros, ones and zeros. So if everything's taken away from a computer, there's no ones, there's just zeros. I'm going to have to block this guy because he doesn't know this channel at all. And he thinks everything that is a conspiracy probably is not reality. Well, JFI, you're definitely lo-fi. You are not hi-fi because your brain is not inept to actually what's happening in real life. That's all I'm going to say about that. So gladly pull out your aluminum tinfoil hats and say whatever you want to say. because it's happening. And just for the sarcasm, you get denied in timeout. I'm a bitch. But so, long story short, 0 Day was very, very interesting. I thought Robert De Niro, and I'm not speaking about him as a politician or his beliefs, but as an actor, his finest work. Except he's not playing a mobster. He's not playing a gangster. He's not playing a stupid, silly dad, like in the grandpa movies or the dad movies or whatever he's done recently. And he's like a veteran former president. And he did a really good job. And it was really, really good to watch him finally take it seriously. Maybe that's why he's into politics recently. But I thought he did a fantastic job. And I really recommend it. Do I agree with everything that happened in it? The first couple episodes, they wanted to make people into MAGA, like conspiracy theorists, and they made fun of them. And, they presented the agenda and the message about conspiracy theorists or people or whatever. So I didn't like that. But overall, it was very interesting. And there's a lot of deceit. And not to give anything away, but it was a really good thriller. It had me guessing at who did this and who did what. I'll be honest with you. I figured most of it out by the third episode, and there's only 6 episodes of it. But I figured everything out by the third episode for the most part. But I enjoyed the guessing game. Even after the third episode, a couple of things would happen. I'm like, and it resulted in a very satisfying finale where he had to make some decisions and cost a lot of people a lot of stuff. I don't want to give anything away. I really think it's worth a watch. So if anybody enjoys political dramas or doomsday TV shows or conspiracy type things, I enjoyed 0 Day. I enjoyed it. I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. So, just want to let you know. But yeah, there was a lot of little propaganda in there. And there was always the message. And I had issues with things. But overall, I was pleasantly surprised that I had a good time. And I had to watch all the episodes in a row. I had to finish it. So, yeah. Let's leave that on screen. There you go. You gave me a good question. Let's talk about that for a little. Can you milk me? Meow Mix, thank you for the question. Oh, you're a member. Maybe Brent gifted you with the membership. Maybe that's why you're a member, Meow. That's cool. All right. Can I talk about SNL 50? Yes. I thoroughly enjoyed SNL 50. And it's funny how it's the same age as me. SNL 50th. God, my body is starting to feel a little bit weird, like anxiety-wise and blood-wise. So forgive me if I end the live stream in about a half an hour. I've been telling my stories and my blood has been pumping and my blood pressure. But so yeah, I enjoyed SNL 50. I'm really into the Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively story. When I've been going through my depression watching YouTube videos, I am 100% invested in that saga between Justin Baldoni, the actor, and Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Who, I might add, Ryan Reynolds, I beat you out of a Youth and Film Award or a Young Actors Award in 92. Remember, I beat you? It's in my videos. Yeah, I'm better than you, Ryan Reynolds. But I'm very much into that. So I don't know why Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively were at SNL 50. Apparently Ryan Reynolds dated Scarlett Johansson. And I don't know why he went there, but there's something wrong with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. They're like sarcastic, narcissist, and like overhandedly evil people. Like, that's what I found out. I had no problems with them before this storyline. Then I finally started reading about it, watching about it, learning what they did, seeing the courtroom, text messages, and the this and the that, putting everything together with Taylor Swift. Fucking blew my mind. Fucking ridiculous. You're right. SNL is not as good. They are too democratic. And it's not going to be good until they start getting rid of the politics. But they kind of took a step that way on SNL 50. It wasn't politics agendaed, so I kind of enjoyed it. Thank you, Brent, for the support. But yeah, that Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds situation is fascinating. They tried to take the movie from Justin Baldoni and his production company through evil fucking tactics. And the reason why I'm interested in it is because it happened to me. I made a web series, and we had a financial person that hired me and my production company to make a web series based off of a focus group, kind of like The Office. So they hired me as an actor, comedian, whatever you want to call me, and my production company. They hired me basically to make this web series, to write it, cast it, produce it, everything, direct it. That's what they hire production companies to do. So we did all that, got all the contracts, this and that, and then now, we need the money to start the project. So they sent over the money to start making the web series that you guys can watch on this channel. It's called Focus, the web series. The reason it's on this channel is because I own it. It's mine. They hired my production company. They were just the money men. But they gave us the money. Then we started filming and writing. Then all of a sudden, while we're filming, the money person was getting our cameramen to give them the card with the data, with the videos. After we would film on set, they had another computer hidden, and they were telling our cameramen, "Oh, give me the card." And then they were transferring the video files over to their computer, trying to take the video footage while we're filming. And I'm like, I saw that was happening. I put a stop to that as soon as possible. But they were still trying to do it. So I started to get in a fight with the money man. He's like, "Oh, well, I don't like it. I don't like the scripts. It's not what I asked for. This is not what I paid for." I go, "You paid for a comedy series for me to write, me to direct, me to cast, my production company. This is exactly what you paid for." And then he started trying to tell us, "Oh, I want you to do this, or we need to refilm this, or we need to refilm that." I said, "Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You're just the money guy. If we sell it, we make any money in the future, you're the money guy. That's it." All creative decisions were put on my production company. All creative decisions. I have it in writing. But this person made a stink. Then, right after we finished filming for the 2 days, they somehow still got all the footage because they hired a cameraman. They hired one of them, and he was still giving them all the footage. So then, at 1 or 2 days after we finished filming, he pays an editor, and then he edited all the shows, like in 1.5 days later. And he's like, here's the episodes, they're done. Fuck you. We're the writers of the episodes. We know the jokes. We know the beats. We know where to edit the joke in or out or whatever the case may be. We're not going to have your editing versions. It's going to be my versions. Then he's like, oh, I'm going to sue you. Go ahead. I got all the contracts. Go ahead. Then this person started writing bad things about me online. And then he started posting the videos that were filmed or his edits, because I got a website called FocusTheWebSeries.com. He started posting the videos, and now we're on the phone fighting back and forth. Then he didn't want to pay us after, because there was more money after we filmed it that we needed to be paid for editing and other things, like another $3,000. We're not going to get that money. So it was a fight. It was a fight. But I got it all back. I had the contracts. He signed them. Whatever. I got them all. I got it all back. I own the show. But it didn't go anywhere. But I'm still proud of it. But the Blake Lively stuff, that's why I'm really interested in it, because you're seeing people's true nature. Hollywood is an evil business. Everybody wants to take control of everything and own everything. And that's what happened with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. But long story short, I enjoyed Saturday Night Live 50. I really enjoyed seeing Garrett Morris and some of the old cast members. I liked seeing them all together. The song that Adam Sandler did was beautiful to the cast, to the crew. I enjoy Saturday Night Live. I am a fan. I mean, that show started when I was born. I've watched it every year since, even in the bad years. My dream was to be on SNL. I don't know if that'll ever happen. Maybe it'll happen when I'm 60. But regardless, I love the show, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And SNL means something to me that people won't understand. It's like a dream. And I so look up to people like Keenan. Kel's been on it. They need some more Nickelodeon actors on the show. But yeah, I had a good time watching it. 3 hours of SNL. The concert was cool too. They had a concert the night before. And I think I watched Eddie Vedder and some amazing people perform. Lady Gaga sang Dick in a Box. That was kind of cool, from The Lonely Island. I love Lonely Island. Love them. The Lonely Island. They're fantastic. Good people. Good people. Trying to do a Trump impression. Sabrina Carpenter, she, not that I know her, but she started in an acting class that I'm a partial owner of. I mean, partial. Well, it's no longer there. So how can I be a partial owner of it? You're right. But my acting class, young actor space, around the pandemic, it officially disappeared. But they were struggling financially many years ago, and then I gave them like $3,000 to own supposedly like 1% or something of the acting school. They asked for, help from the actors to keep it going many, many years ago, and I gave them like $3,000 to technically be like an owner or whatever. But Sabrina Carpenter started out at that acting school as well, as long as a lot of other talented actors. Go to youngactorspace.com. Oh, Emma Stone started there as well, dude. Now that I'm looking at Emma, she was there as well at this acting school. And it was just really, really cool event to see. I really appreciated all of it. I love SNL 50, man. I can't explain it. I can't do like a skit review of every skit because I can't remember at the moment. but I enjoyed it. I think they did Black Jeopardy with Eddie Murphy. that one was funny. And it was fun to watch Eddie Murphy play Tracy Morgan. Yeah. Tracy Morgan. That was funny. And then Eddie Murphy and Keenan did the Scared Straight sketch where they're cops and they make fun of movies with Will Ferrell coming in his underwear. That's funny. Ooh, that's funny. The Scared Straight. I loved it. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. God, Sydney Sweeney is hot. Look at this. She's the newest starlet in the cycle of using beautiful people for movies. All right, let's get it off of here. It's been 2 hours I've went live. Talked so much. Faith says she wants to get online. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm sorry, Faith. I'm not feeling so great. This is what happens to my body. I'm sorry. All right, everybody. I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to get going. For everybody that supported, we did not hit our goal for today. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that super chatted, donated, and hung out with me for a couple hours. Depending on how I'm feeling, maybe I'll live stream again later today, but I doubt it. I love you all. Thank you guys for hanging out and supporting me. And expect a new Mikey's World every Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe Sunday now. I'm going to try to get on a consistent schedule. I don't know how to do it. But more importantly, I love you guys. Thank you all. God bless. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything.